Alright, and we're live. You'll have to forgive my messy hair. That's just gonna be a travesty until it grows a little longer. Cause every time I get my hair cut, it always get cut too short. I think I said this last time, like after it happens. But yeah, so my hair's a mess. You don't see a little bit of a cowlick in the back, but whatever. I'm here to GM, I'm not here to look pretty. But welcome, one and all, those who are here and those who will be here, who will watch this post the fact, because for some reason, session zeros do really, really well. But today is going to be a day where we're gonna see what kind of game we're gonna be playing and what y'all wanna play. So there'll be some questions, there'll be hopefully some answers, and yeah. One of the big things that came up recently was just learning that not a lot of people are super interested in Galarian lore. And I mean, I think a part of that kind of comes from just people are just tired of the standard D&D world kind of settings. They're not very interesting or gripping anymore. So today I want to give you all a few options, and we can discuss ad nauseum until we pick something that's suitable for everyone. Suzanne has said to me that, and Suzanne will not be here today. Oh, actually, I should introduce everyone before I give some options. So, if you watch Whispers in the Dark, you'll be familiar with a good number of these people. We have Devin here today, who played Praden.
What's up?
We have Alicia, who played Finley.
Hi.
We had Slug, who played Kyoko.
Hello.
And then a new old face. We have Booter here, who's not played in the Tuesday game, but has played in the Friday games, is currently playing Gale in Shadows That Laugh.
Woo.
And then we have my beautiful fiance, who would be here, but she was up early in the morning playtesting games with me, so like 10 a.m. So she's not going to be here. She has to rest for work. But she's said that she's pretty cool with whatever we do. She's pretty amiable in that way. Though that does mean we have an even number of people remaining, which means we could have a split vote, so. But yeah, so I wanted to give you all an option. And I want you to remember that this is for y'all's enjoyment. So I want you to heavily consider and attempt to pick what you think you'll have the most fun with. So, we can either continue doing Galarian stuff. There's plenty of places in the world to mess with Galarian stuff. And many more regions that we have yet to explore. We can do something set in my own homebrew world, which I'm not opposed to crafting for y'all. That does mean we'll just be spending a good portion of the session 0 like a survey, if you will, on what kind of games you like and what kind of world you want crafted and all that kind of stuff. Or, because I thought it'd be interesting, we can do the introductory campaign to this new game that I'm currently developing.
I fully intend to split the vote. No matter what I want, I'm splitting the vote.
I honestly enjoy Galarian lore a lot.
I like all of it.
Though I am curious what this new game is that you're talking about.
Well, I can definitely tell you more about it. I'm not gonna make you make a decision uninformed. But I want to, I don't want to go too into it if no one's interested.
Fair.
Because whatever we pick, we're going to be doing for the next few months. And I like to optimize fun as best as I can, so. If since Slug as at least has mentioned an interest, the game I'm developing currently is a game that takes a lot of it from a bunch of systems I like it takes a lot of themes and stuff from Anima. It takes some of the rulings from Pathfinder. It takes kind of the dice system from Deadlands. The game is pretty much based on it's far in the future, humanity's future. It's 2240. Humanity has invented a technology to traverse dimensions. And this is at an age where humanity is currently colonizing our solar system and nearby solar systems as well. So it's a high level of tech. But they develop this portal that goes to another world, and they go through, and they appear on this large planet. And it's a whole new world, and so they're currently attempting to establish base on this new planet. Now, this planet is massive. This planet by itself is the size of our solar system. And to put into perspective how big that is, all those videos or all those diagrams showing how many Earths can fit inside the sun. Now imagine our Earth fitting inside the sun, and then a lot more than that fitting inside our solar system. It's a massive planet. And the thing about this planet is, no matter where you are in our entire galaxy, if you go to this particular dimension, all of them lead to this planet specifically. So there'll be alien races you'll be meeting, but since this is kind of a different dimension, magic exists as well, but in a very different way than usual. So the game I'm designing is high sci-fi that slowly bleeds into high fantasy with alien races, guns, high tech, and then eventually magic and a little bit of eldritch horror kind of dashed in. Make it spicy, make it good. And I've been developing a dice system where like how D&D and Pathfinder both use a 3-action system in different ways. This game system uses a, at minimum, 14 action rounds, using some very interesting mechanics. Essentially, it's faster paced combat. You always have something to do on your turn. And the first campaign will be a bunch of soldiers or mercenaries, you know, coming into this new planet. And it's going to be like a 10-session campaign, and you're going to discover magic. And then if we like it and we continue the campaign after that, you'll be able to make magic-based characters. The character that Suzanne and I designed earlier today that she was playtesting for me, she's a army-based bioengineer who specializes in medical practices, especially around augments. And her character's augmented with eyes that have access to the internet, goggles that give her x-ray vision that help her with medical checks, and she's really fucking fast, we found out. She has augments in her legs that make her really, really fast. And she's also a dual gun user, so that is what we were working on, what we've developed. The dice system feels good, but it definitely needs a lot more playtime. The game system plays in a very high action, like you always have actions to do typically, and you have to play a little smart. Otherwise, you could be a sitting duck and get blown away, so. That's what we developed so far.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah. Damn.
And welcome, Jesse. Welcome, Flame Loud. Just deciding on what kind of game we want to play for the next, certain amount of time. However much that is.
Oh, quick question, since
Sure.
I'm a noob. But is Galarian basically what we've been playing? Because I have no idea
Yes.
what it is. Okay, just
Yes.
making sure.
So, it's kind of up to y'all. I mean, I'm going to design a whole new game for you. So if you just wanted me to do a homebrew world for Pathfinder, I think that would be easy enough.
How
But
confident are you that the system is ready?
well, so that's the beautiful thing about it. The introductory campaign is only using like the base systems of the game, and then after that campaign, I can add more systems on top of it. The game that I made uses an interesting system with your dice degrade as you use actions. So each of your attributes essentially has a die type, like a D8, a D10, a D6, whatever that is. Whenever you use a particular action using that attribute, it degrades by one die type until you hit D4, and then after a D4, you can no longer perform actions of that type. And what that does is not only are you, like, not only do you have essentially a total number of actions equal to the total number of die types you have, you have to pick when you can use them, and this system has specific actions for different modes of combat. For instance, for the dual handguns build that we did, it had a general fire action that focused, because it has a hit location system implemented into it. All guns have a skill called center mass, where if you roll the legs on the hit location, it upgrades and hits the torso automatically if you hit with the gun. The burst file or semi-auto rifles and the handguns also have a skill called headshot, where you can aim at the head, and when you roll the hit location, you roll twice. And if it hits the head, it hits. If it doesn't hit the head, it doesn't hit. So you're less accurate. You're not hitting the enemy as much, but you're focusing on their head. And the body location die is a D12. And if you roll a 12, you hit them in the head. So you essentially have a 8% chance to hit them in the head. Twice that if you do headshot, where you can roll, twice and hopefully hit a 12. And then there's rules for hip firing guns. There's rules for aiming down the sights with guns. This also kind of uses the get gun mechanics from Warhammer, where when you shoot a gun, you roll a bunch of dice depending on the number of bullets you're shooting. Handguns are kind of 1-for-1, but the semi-auto and full auto guns, like every time you shoot with the semi-auto, it's a burst of 3, so you roll 3 dice to hit, and every time you hit with the auto, it's 5 dice to hit. And then there's the heavy, which is you're kind of operating power armor like from Fallout that has like chain guns on it and such. The only issue with the heavy is they can't like use evasive maneuvers, so it just has a bunch of armor. But yeah, so I guess the point of that campaign specifically is you guys are going out into this new world to explore what's on it. And you're gonna run into monsters and other, unknown phenomena. And even though I'm going a lot into this particular thing, I want you to know you're so free to pick anything else. I just want to make sure you're informed.
What are y'all's opinions?
I'm not allowed to say. I influence groups.
Oof.
What?
Devin thinks if he makes a decision, everyone else will follow him.
Oh my god.
I will. Again, unless it is split, then I will choose to tie the vote. I don't know. It sounds cool to me, but also I like all of them too, so.
Yeah, same here. That's why I'm indecisive. This is so hard.
Part of me does kind of just want to stick to Pathfinder for now.
What I'm developing, Flame Lad. So everyone likes everything. Okay.
I'd prefer to stick to Pathfinder.
Okay.
We can stick to Pathfinder, but if anyone else picks the other thing, I don't mind either.
Like Booter's gonna deliberately wait until everybody makes the decision so you can get that sneaky little tie-in. So I was actually gonna say prefer to stick to Pathfinder.
Okay. Well, can't split the vote now, can you, Booter?
I'm good with Pathfinder. No, so I'm just gonna
Okay.
bandwagon with everyone now.
All right.
Yeah.
So as far as like being on Pathfinder is concerned, sorry, what's up?
The whole time, I am not difficult.
So as far as sticking to Pathfinder is concerned, what about the whole, you know, Galarian lore versus homebrew world?
We choose Galarian. Will it be part of your living world?
Of course.
That's always fun.
I'm interested in homebrew, but also there are a lot of cool places in Galarian.
It's true.
I think I would prefer the one that I don't know, just drives a lot of interest in everybody. Like if, for example, Cam, you were really into the Galarian lore, I wouldn't see much point in switching. But if you can get really excited about a homebrew world, I'm all for it as well.
I mean, on
Yeah.
that front, personally, I'm pretty amiable to either one. Galarian lore is really interesting, and I can really get into it. But I agree with sentiments that it's a, you know, high fantasy world kind of situation. It's something that feels stale to a lot of people. I can get hyped for things that you guys are excited about, you know, because I can make a different game world using the same rules, only, you know, after a bit of a questionnaire and figuring out, you know, what you guys' interests are, I can make something that, you know, is very interesting and intriguing. And I think if I was to design it, if I wanted to design a world that wasn't just reskinned D&D, I would probably move for a world that's more I would probably move for something that's more like kind of lower magic, but more like there's less people who are like actual classes, but there are, you know, your characters who are like more unique in the world than like in standard tabletop. I think is something I'd go for. I don't know. Something kind of like Anima, but using that as an example is not great because it's one of those things that not everyone here knows about the Anima lore.
True.
All I say is like Anima lore is the world looks like a normal fantasy world, but behind the veil there's high-tech psychics, advancements like elevators and computers, angels and secret orders of mages and all that kind of stuff. So
There's a little bit of everything.
and maybe sometime, Jesse, we'll have to see. I really do think the game I'm building is a very interesting one, but you know, definitely needs a group of people who are willing to dive into it. And Flamela, are you asking like essentially why we're not going into like continuing with the Tuesday game, more or less the crash ship? If that's the case, I know YouTube's a little behind at the moment. The reason why we're not going there is because that's a high level game, or that's a high level area, and we're kind of starting fresh with this game because some people were struggling with the last game to form party connections. So we're kind of rebuilding from the ground up. And fair, Jesse, and also that's what helps me make a game. Literally, I make a game 10 times faster if I'm forcing someone to test it out with me and they ask me a bunch of questions. I always work much better improv and under pressure. But anyway, so I mean, in the end, whatever game I run for y'all, I want to run a game that you all want to play, you know, are interested in. I see, Finland. I mean, it depends on what everyone here wants, honestly. If y'all want something more high tech, or if you just want, you know, standard.
Well, I said my piece. What the rest do you think?
Devin just wants good roleplay action.
Yes. Y'all can get excited about it and get excited about your characters and have fun with it. That's all I need.
I think it's all cool. Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean, but I'm very indecisive, as everybody else knows here.
Your stream's video cut, by the way, Cam. Oh, it's back on.
Yeah, it had like a slight hiccup.
Well, the two of us are just gonna chill over here in our indecisive corner, waiting for everyone else to make a decision. So,
And Devin
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
care as long as you are excited. So,
Galarian.
I'm excited about all of it.
Me too, I'm pumped.
Just to make it easy on Cam, because it's also the holidays. Let's go Galarian.
I mean, I wouldn't worry about that. But if you want Galarian, we can do Galarian.
I also just want to explore more Galarian lore. I enjoy the world.
Yeah, we can go with Galarian. I'm down for either or, but we can go with that one.
All right. Guess we're going Galarian. 'Cause
Yeah!
everyone else is a no vote. All right, Slug. I hope you're ready to be the leader of the group.
With the character I'm thinking of, oh boy.
Alright, chaos is the theme. Got it.
Oh, chaos is the theme, huh?
Perfect.
All right.
Oh.
Oh. So, On Galarian, there's a lot of areas we haven't touched. There's the inner sea region and the various coastal regions. There's Chiliax and its overly oppressive governments that's very lawful evil in style. Not for this game particularly, Jay Eccles. We will be allowing some other players for after the Friday session is done, because that is a standard, like, anyone can join, like, style campaign. We are halfway through Shadows That Laugh, so in another, like, 2 months, we should be done with it, and then we'll be looking for a new group of people for that one. This one, I kind of ended it on a bunch of people who are currently in the Tuesday game, and that was supposed to be a long game. So, rather than shuffling things up, I just want to make sure that, you know, I give everyone here the campaign they deserved that we didn't get to do before. And we're already kind of at my player cap, because we have these 4 plus Suzanne, and that's a 5-man party. But definitely for the Friday game, after Shadows That Laugh ends, just join the Discord, and I believe you're actually already there. And I always recruit there first, so you can hop into that game. So, let's see, there's also Varishia. Varishia's got a lot of stuff, interesting stuff. We already kind of did, like, Irisen. Not too much into, like, the Saga lands. There's also, the Rune Lords. Well, the 2 Rune Lords and New Thessalonia. There's the Broken Lands, which is just a country made of a bunch of small little fiefdoms that, you know, has all kinds of interesting things going on there. There's, Taldor. Taldor is like used to be like the world power until it got pushed back like a long time ago. And its politics kind of crashed in on itself. The Mana Waste game is currently being taken by you know, the next Friday game after Shadows That Laugh. We'll probably be running a Mana Wastes game, which is gonna be some you know, some Road Warrior-esque, oh goodness, what's the name of that?
Mad Max.
Mad Max, there you go. Mad Max style Mana Waste game with inventors and a preacher-like character. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We have Gelmaray, which is a really interesting small island that has a very high focus on like martial arts. It's also the home of the Red Mantis Assassins. And we have Absalom, and Absalom's a very interesting melting pot of the world. Called the center of the world is where everyone meets. Giant city, plus the idol of Kordos, which surrounds, you know, Absalom, has a lot of interesting things, including the Tower of Nex, which is what the Arc Wizard used to assault Absalom and get to the Starstone Chapel before deciding not to get godhood for some unknown reason.
There's a map in the chat if anybody's more visually inclined.
Thank you.
Thank you, you're a hero.
It'll give you guys some just some spots to look at and maybe ask questions about.
I think my top two choices would probably be Chiliax and Absalom.
Both are pretty good.
Devin, what are yours?
I'm not gonna give yours. Well,
Let's see.
Slug just wants a pirate campaign.
Shut the fuck up. True.
We are just lousy with Mwangi Expanse games right now. So
Yeah, that's kind of why I didn't mention it. Because if I was to like theme each of these area, Saga Lands is giants and Vikings meet wizards. The Broken Lands, we probably won't do like the Sakaraskar and Numeria areas. We'll probably do the River Kingdoms area. That's going to be a lot of like open adventuring, going to old ruins kind of stuff. There's also Razmaran, which is very interesting. It's a lot of like political stuff mixed with just standard adventuring stuff. The Shining Kingdoms is, Taldor. It's the one you want to go to if you want to deal with a lot of politics kind of stuff, because it's like the human nation of Taldor, and the elven nation of Kionan, as well as the dwarven nation of the Five King Mountains. Then there's Old Chiliax, which, is literally characterized by devils, darkspawn, and hell knights. And then I already mentioned, but Jalmaray is like the martial arts center of the world. And then we could do some stuff on the Golden Road. Golden Road's a lot of like Middle East style lands with deserts and old temples, heavier religion type themes. And Jay Eccles, I can do homebrew. And I do homebrew like some of the rules to make everything like make the game run better. There's some homebrew rules we use that, like, for instance, sheathing your weapons always considered a free action, no matter if it's a one or two-handed. Or if you use a stride action, you can also interact to draw a weapon or pull an item from your pouch. That kind of stuff. And the biggest difference between like the World Wound and the Golden Road, the World Wound is blasted lands. It's very different from desert. Plus the World Wound has demons very commonly. While the Golden Road is more like desert kind of themed. They're different things, but close.
The Impossible Lands is probably like high level area, huh?
Not necessarily. It just kind of depends on what you do. The Mana Wastes are another blasted land. There's a lot of blasted lands in this game. The Mana Wastes are like a little rough because it's Blasted Lands with literal beasts called the Flesh Forged that are very powerful monsters that are made as like magical bioweapons. And then Geb is a nation of undead.
True.
Yo.
And as much as that one sounds like fun, I want to wait for that one because they will be coming out with a book sometime next year that will give you access to play undead characters.
That's so cool.
Yo.
Yeah, basically now we would have the half vampires, and that's about it.
So doing something in Geb, we'll have to kind of wait for now. But that's definitely something to consider in the future, for sure. And, I mean, the Eye of Dread is interesting. The last campaign spent a lot of time in the Eye of Dread. It's a bunch of, you know, politics versus undead versus, you know, ancient territorial grudges. Also, Ustalav has its own form of tech with its Stygian, I think, Stygian coils, which are kind of like Tesla coils.
I think at one time you said the Shining Kingdoms is like vanilla fantasy, in a sense.
In a sense, it's that standard, like, there's the king, and they want you to go do a mission kind of thing. It's not as bland as that sounds. Galtz, for instance, is very interesting because that's where the Grey Gardeners are. And that's, like, the nation that's ruled by, like, the people with the soul blades or whatever they're called. That, you know, when they execute a person, their soul gets trapped in the blade.
Okay.
And then the Tanglebriar, which is south of Kionin, is a heavy thicket of you know, intense briars that that are infested with demons because the demon lord kind of invaded Kionin and was kind of taking over that part of the forest. I believe Tree Razor was defeated. I'd have to double check the lore though.
Alright. I'll put my votes for the Saga Lands or Yalmaray. Oh, High Seas could be fun too. Yeah, I'll do Yalmaray or the High Seas. Those will be my two.
Okay.
What's Yalmaray?
Jalmaray, same thing.
It's the island that's in the Impossible Lands. It's the martial arts one.
Oh. I'm cool with that. Cool with all of them. There's just a lot of cool places on this map.
I
How
know,
about you,
right?
Alicia?
Oh, I'm in the same boat. Like all of them, I don't mean to be indecisive, and I'm trying not to be, but all of them sound awesome. Dang it.
Hold on,
Devin
let me
has
just throw a
put
dart
forth-
at my computer screen real quick.
Devin has put forth a High Seas campaign. Goddamn, I've always wanted to do a fucking pirate campaign. That's my vote.
I do like a good pirate campaign, but I also like to spite slug, so real tough decision there.
My intent with this game, no matter what we pick, is to make a game where you all become, you know, closer knit and have a much heavier role play kind of element to it. Because what happened with the Tuesday game is just there were just not enough group connections, and I'd like to avoid that as much as possible. So
I love group connections. Okay, I'll vote for High Seas campaign just for you, Slug.
Wow.
This is my quota for niceness for the year.
Ooh, and you just made it.
I know. I was saving it for the very end.
Let's do this. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say let's do the high seas. I've never done pirate campaign, but I'm down for it.
okay, and it doesn't have to be a pirate campaign, but I mean that's what everyone wants to do. We can also just do a pirate campaign. 1 second here. I'm getting the Roll20 set up here.
Oh my God, will the pirate archetype get some mileage?
No, none of us picked the pirate.
The pirate
But we will all do
dedication's kind of garbage, to be honest.
Oof.
Oh no.
You know who you're talking to? I picked the Taxman dedication.
Ooh, disavowed
Background?
by the top Pathfinder GM.
That one.
It's got some
picked-
silliness, but I would say if you're going to use the pirate archetype dedication, you should just give it to your players for free. All right, let's see here. So if we're doing the high seas, then y'all will be making a variety of stops somewhere, probably in like Varitia, Ravenel, and probably the Shackles, and of course we have to go to Blood Cove.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, survey time then. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious of a game do you each want to play? 10 being everyone is in character, we're having serious moments, and we're telling a gripping narrative. 1 being I'm playing Jim Joe the Garbage Man, and I run around and throw wheelbarrows at people.
I resent the implication that those two are exclusive.
Yeah, can we have a 1 and 10 at the same time?
Yeah.
Make my Jim Joe the Garbage Man cry, you coward.
Take away his wheelbarrows.
It's all about player intent. If you don't pick up on the story cues, if you just do things that don't make sense in the world or make it very hard to continue running the game, then yes, there's a very big difference between a 1 and a 10. Am I saying that Jim Joe the Garbage Man cannot be in a 10? Somewhat, yes. Because you have to make sense in the scene that you're in. You have to be there for a reason. Can you play a goofy or silly character in a 10? Yes. You just have to take that character very seriously.
Given my pattern so far of going back and forth between meme characters and cool characters. It's time for me to do a serious character.
Cool story, bro. Tell me what your preferred game intensity is.
7.
Okay, 7.
I got a better question. Alicia, what is your preferred game intensity?
I, wow. I don't think I have enough experience to say it, but I can go with like 7.5 or higher.
Pirate campaign? Let's go 10.
Yes.
I'll make it 12.
Perfect.
7.1.
I was gonna say minimum 7, so I think we meet the prerequisites for that.
Sounds good. So it sounds like we're doing a 7. So for reference, a 7 is I like taking my character seriously, but I also just like talking shit out of character sometimes too.
Perfect.
Yeah. Seems to be what I normally do.
Okay. So there's 3 pillars of gameplay. There is exploration, roleplay, and combat. I want you all to rate your highest to lowest preference in those. And hell, we'll start with Booter since you went first last time.
That seems uncalled for.
I think it's very called for.
Highest for high seas.
I'm not talking high seas. I'm just talking about what you want in general.
Yeah, you gotta take it into account. The options were roleplay, exploration, and combat.
Correct.
I think roleplay, combat, exploration.
What about you, Alicia? You're the one who answered technically second.
I honestly feel the same way. As long as they're all pretty even, I'm fine.
Yeah.
All right, see you, Flame Love. Thanks for being here. Okay, Slug.
Okay. Ship-to-ship combat, exploration, roleplay, normal combat.
You chose different things though.
I prefer like ship-to-ship combat more than I would do everything else, but normal combat is below the other two.
Okay, understood.
I also like ship-to-ship combat, but
It's just combat.
I didn't change the options, Slug. I followed the rules.
And I didn't. What about it?
Disappointed.
Yes.
You always are.
Beat Angel Alita, by the way, is a great name. Person in chat.
It is a great name. And it is all of the above. I'm just placing player priorities on where I should put my efforts towards, which is sounding a lot like role play followed by exploration.
Well, let's see. When I think about the pillars, I have to think of the weight of responsibility between each pillar. Combat is a little bit heavier on the GM side. Players still have to choose a build that combat will be fun in, though. Role playing is kind of a group effort. responsibility kind of falls on everybody in that regard. Exploration is more. Well, the GM has to build the world, yes, but the players also have to actually go out and explore.
Elite is a great name. So, you're very lucky. That's a very fun name to have as your actual name, so. I like Cameron, though, even though it just means bent nose.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Cameron means bent nose. It refers to one who gets in fights a lot, and so their nose is always crooked.
Oh.
At least yours doesn't mean goat.
Lamb of God.
Well, my full name translates to the goat that is like God and proud, which is just fucking Lucifer, isn't it?
Oh man, kind
Yo,
of.
that's sick.
I
My
don't
full
think
name
that was
translates to the bent-nosed defender of noblemen.
Jeez.
That's pretty epic.
So, let's see. I'm a sucker for roleplay, so of course that's going to be first. I do like exploration. I also really like combat. But I'm not a combat every second of the session kind of person. I'll be the different one. I'll be roleplay, exploration, combat.
That's what everyone picked.
No, everybody chose roleplay, combat, exploration.
I was exploration, roleplay, combat. If you're gonna make me put my combats together as one.
Wait, what, Alicia?
I don't remember what I picked.
Combat. You're basically the opposite of mine.
Was it?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Oh god, I
I'm
don't
sure
remember.
Booter went roleplay, combat, exploration.
No, I was pretty sure
Combat
they
first.
picked roleplay, exploration, combat.
It was combat first. I know that for a fact.
Bold of you to assume that I remember. I made it up on the spot, and based on nothing, it probably would change if I said it again.
Quick, clip it.
1 second.
It's
All right.
been way more than a minute.
I'll be. I'm gonna listen real quick, so we're gonna lose the group audio for 1 second here.
No. Of that particular room. How many legs does the rug have? Has like that yellow streak. Kind of a tacky color, honestly. It's not that. It's not that orange. It's that kind of lightest orange that's almost a pink. You know.
Weird.
And I verified both Booter and man, my brain just farted. Alicia picked roleplay, combat, exploration.
Ha.
Wild.
So that's pretty much. And then Slug was exploration, roleplay, combat.
Yeah.
And Devin was roleplay exploration combat, or combat exploration.
No, roleplay, exploration, combat.
Okay. All right. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not very often, 5 being very often, how much do you like exploring the map? Well, actually, let me just strike that. How much do you like exploring the map unprompted? And what I mean by that is looking into different areas, exploring, different sections of a map. Things are interesting. How interested are you on that?
Well, if there is a map, I cannot, by my better judgment, not ungray every single part of the map.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Okay, OCD notwithstanding, I'm asking y'all.
5.
So you like exploration?
Yes.
I do, yes.
Indeed.
I'll remember this.
He's killed for less.
I really have. Okay. So now getting into the real meat and potatoes of what we'll be doing here today. So I know it's been kind of like memed on up until this point about a pirate campaign. Is that what you all really want to do?
Yes.
Be
wholeheartedly.
pirates?
Put me on a boat and I'm fine.
So you got 1 pirate and 1 sailor. All right. Well, everyone else.
Go for it, Alicia.
I'm very neutral on it. I wouldn't mind doing a pirate campaign, but if anything else, I'm down for anything. As long as everybody else is happy.
That's not the right link I sent you, Booter.
Can't believe it.
There it is.
I mean, I have so many characters, I could make a character for any situation. Either way, I think the character that I have in mind could fit both. Very easy. Would just be a change in archetype, really.
Well,
Okay,
since it's
well-
tied, I'll change my vote to Booters.
Okay. All right. So,
Change it to mine? Mine was just indecisive.
no, you said you wanted to be more just like on a boat, so.
No, I don't care what it is as long as it's on a boat. I'll do pirate.
So obviously we're not going to be spending our entire campaign on a boat.
We were like,
What?
Curses.
I quit.
Are you gonna like monkey paws and you'll be like, oh yeah, you'll be on a boat, and we get there and it's just like a tiny dinghy, like a little rowboat.
No, you guys will be on a boat for the campaign, and we'll probably... Well, okay, how much do y'all actually want to spend on the ocean?
if I see land once, I'm quitting this game.
I think we're
Ooh.
literally just jokingly busting your balls. Let's see. Think if I had to put it down to percentages, though.
40, 60? 40 on water, 60 on land.
That's not the thing I'm doing. Let's go with like 30% land, 40% on the water, and 30% under the water. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I agree to that.
Sounds good to me.
I like that.
Okay. Easy enough.
Is it going to be hard to make sure everyone's underwater? Fuck yeah, but it happens.
I want to make a character that's allergic to water.
Oh no.
I think
This
you
is,
just
this is
crumple up
One
and
Piece.
die,
My
man.
character is eating a devil fruit.
And that's true. I'll just call you Alita from now on. Or Bah. There you go. All your initials, BAA. Bah. Could always do privateers, leaving the option for Pyro or Empire Navy open.
True. Gives us the mercenary angle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, there's 3 primary types of ocean-based campaign. There's there's like treasure hunting. There is, privateers, either, defending boats or whatever, pirates, all that kind of goes into just those who make their money at sea. And then there's like political, like you're going and freeing slaves, you're going to take out the pirate lord. Kind of situation. What kind of game sounds more interesting to y'all? And I guess it's more just like, what's your reason for setting out for sea? And of course, this can always be blended with multiple themes. I just want to know preferences. But, are you going out to, discover, find treasure, maybe raise up from an ocean some important boat? Are you all going out to sea just because you got nothing left and you just want to make money? Or are you all going out to sea because you have to, because it's some, journey? You have some goal you want to accomplish?
Midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis. Okay. That's in the privateer
discover
column, I
myself.
suppose. I do like Dead Phoenix's comment there. Pirate crew of Labico followers setting fire to slavers. Always a great campaign. And Alicia, I do need you to actually go to that link I sent you.
Oh, I swear I thought I did. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I forgot to click it all the way.
I feel like exploration and treasure with like a couple dashes of politics would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Sure.
Okay. With that, there's a couple of options. Now that we're getting more into the meat of the situation. Do you want to look up, do you guys want to be looking into, Azarketi? Azarketi?
What?
Sorry, 1 second. It's a race, or ancestry. Yeah, Azarketi. The Azarketi are essentially like this world's versions of Atlanteans. They're an ancient empire from before Earthfall that were like back in the beginning of early Galarian. There were the oh god, what are they called? The mind controlling water creatures. Aboleths. That's what it is. And aboleths were like essentially the blubs. They were essentially like extra planar creatures that came here and were enslaving the human race and turned them into, various mutants to do different jobs. The Azarketi being kind of one of them. There were still, the people on land, of course. But essentially they became the Atlanteans after they broke free from the Aboleths. And so it's kind of like an Atlantis-themed game. Or do you want to be individuals looking into planar portals to the elemental plane of water? And researching those disturbances.
That one.
Portals are cool, so I'll go with the second one.
Portals.
Yeah.
The die has been cast.
Okay. Now you're thinking of portals. All right. So your crew will either be hired by or a part of an Absalom research team who is investigating some unknown disturbances going on in the Sea of Arcadia, or I guess the Arcadian Ocean, whatever. I'd say about 50 miles southwest of Ermea. Your characters should be interested in the events of what this is. Either you're a researcher from Absalom who's come here to investigate it, or you are a, someone who's concerned about the portal and wants to make sure everything's fine. You don't all have to be researchers, smart characters. For instance, you could just be, a hired sword who's just like, I heard there's something wrong in the ocean and I want to make sure that gets fixed. Point me in the right direction. The organization what's a good name for it?
7 pieces of 8. I'm just kidding.
Lucky number 7. Ocean's 8.
The conglomerate of worried portal enthusiasts.
The effort is being put together by the Elementalists Guild of Absalom and the Blue Nautilus oceanographers and maritime affairs office of Absalom. So your characters are either some concerned, sailor mercenary type individual. Maybe you're helping pilot a ship. Maybe you're some kind of like I said, just mercenary who's used to being on the water, ex-pirate, whatever you want to do. You're from Blue Nautilus, which is a organization of tinkers, inventors, scientists who are concerned with the boats. You could be a shipwright from them. You could be a oceanographer. You can be, a inspired inventor who might be using this as their inspiration for the next great invention. Or you can be from the Elementalist Guild, who is sending individuals because they have access to magic casters who have, the ability to make surviving on the water easier. Makes a lot of sense. You don't have to be an Elementalist, I should say, if you're from the Elementalist Guild. You can be a standard, caster. You can be a druid of, or a cleric of Gazra, for instance, who's like the god of storms and seas and such like that.
Makes too much sense. What kind of military effort is this?
It's not.
Just kidding.
Or you could be a druid of the storm or a druid of the waves, I think they added.
Hell, you could be an elemental sorcerer.
You can be an elemental sorcerer. Yeah, druid of the wave. You can just be a wizard, who just is interested in planar portals.
Is that conjuration in this one?
Yes, conjuration is the use of portals. So, let's start talking character ideas. If anyone of you are inspired. Getting it out in the open air will make it easier for others to make choices.
I suppose I should ask, does anybody have a preferred class?
Swashbuckler.
Alright.
I think I'm going ranger.
Okay.
Ooh.
This will be one of the few campaigns an aquatic-based Eidolon or animal companion would be really good.
Oh,
I heard an excited gasp.
well, I have to do a corgi, of course.
The sea corgi.
Actually,
Giant crabbo.
if you play a sprite, you can get a feat called Corgi Rider.
What, really?
Yes.
What?
Yes!
I'm not even
I'll
kidding.
do a witch
Or it's
with
like
the
Corgi
goldfish
Knight or something
familiar.
like that.
I need this.
What?
Corgi Mount, that's what it is.
That's amazing.
It's a level 1 feat too. That's funny.
Yes.
The smallest of Fae have ridden corgis as mounts since time immemorial, leading to a pattern on corgis' backs called the fairy saddle. I like that.
That's so cool.
Me too.
I like how this confirms that corgis have existed for time immemorial.
Yeah, and apparently they originated from the first world, so they're actually Fae
Wow.
creatures.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that makes sense for them. Does that mean all dogs are fake creatures, or like just somehow corgis in particular?
Just corgis.
I think it was like in Welsh culture or something, because I've heard about that
Yeah.
in general.
All right, so we got a swashbuckler. What's your swashbuckler like?
Booter, answer about what your character is first, so I can answer mine.
Okay. I was thinking ranger. I think my boy was like in the navy of some country, and then was like, my life's getting boring. It's like and he just felt he needed to find himself, and he heard about this whole deal going on over here, and he was like, this seems like a good opportunity. So he left the navy and went to go adventure and create a good life, and just have a fun time, midlife crisis style, to find himself and recreate him.
Okay, so aged character. Used to be military, probably for Absalom. Because no one fucks with Absalom, so it would probably be very boring, especially if you're more like Coast Guard.
Yeah.
All right, so that being the case, what kind of ranger are you thinking?
I'm thinking a sniper type, like so like the lookout kinda, with the, like, when there are boat to boat action, he's the boy pew pew and peeps from a mile away or whatever, That's hyperbole, but you get it.
Right. And good use of the word hyperbole. Okay, so a ranged based ranger who's more martial style. Okay.
Yeah, I want him to be like the sort of knowledgeable sailor too, because just like he's been doing it for a while.
All right, Slugs, your turn now.
Swashbuckler who's like young adult, who knows Booter's characters because like their moms were are friends, and so like for that one kid who what was that?
It's the kid where like the mom would come over to hang out with my mom, and then they'd be like, "Hey, your little friend's over. Go hang out with them." It's like, oh,
Really
okay,
can't
then.
work that way because one's having a midlife crisis and the other one's a young adult.
Well, we were that, but now that I've grown up, I still look up to him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So like I'd like a stowaway on the ship because I found out this is what it's gonna do, but I didn't really have a way to get in. But like I'm here now.
Yeah, I'd be
Why?
the cool older brother type.
Like, if if Booter's essentially having a midlife crisis, you're both full-grown adults. Why are you stowing away on the ship, especially if it's not like a overly private affair?
I mean, if it's not an overly private affair, I guess I'm just here because I want to impress him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like my cool older brother type character is going somewhere I want to follow. And my boy's like, okay, then I guess.
Especially
Okay.
because, like, I'm a fresh adult. I get to do stuff with my life now.
You're not a fresh adult, though.
Fresh adult.
If Booter's going through his midlife crisis, he's at least in his mid-30s.
For your character, it's probably more accurate to say like you're at that point in your life where like you've been an adult for a bit, but this is where you're finally like financially stable enough to actually do something, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
You're like-
So if you want to maintain the youthful, you can say, rather than your moms being together, maybe Booters was a friend of your mom's, and not like a friend, but like a legitimate friend of your mom, and you looked
that
up to him.
works.
Okay. Then you can still be young, still look up to him. We don't have this weird, like, I'm a young adult, but you're 30 kind of situation.
I guess.
Yeah, because I'm like at least late 30s, mid 40s.
Just have an exceptionally early midlife crisis, bro.
Can't believe Cam just admitted he's old.
Nah.
Well, we have to remember, Devin, people in this age don't live to be fucking 100 like we do. Well, humans,
I plan to die at. I'm 37. I plan to die at 38.
Oh.
Oh.
Cramp.
He got bored of life in a different way. All right, so you've been looking up to Veer's character, and you're trying to impress him. Did you also join like the military, or are you now just old enough to go on a mission, and you're having Booter kind of like vouch for you for this? And like, oh yeah, I taught him everything I know. He can be, or he or she can be of a lot of help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second one.
All right. So this will be your character's first, like, actual time out doing a job.
Yes.
All right. And this will mean the Booter your character vouched for. And you feel confident that'll be fine, because this is just like a research nerd mission, right?
Yeah.
It's got some weird implications, especially with portal stuff, but yeah, you know, it hasn't been
not anything dangerous. Clearly.
clearly nothing
When has
dangerous
the
will
focus of an
happen.
entire campaign ever been dangerous? Never.
All right, so we got these two more or less figured out. What about Devin or Alicia here?
Do I want to feel magical need in this party?
Don't have to if you want to do like investigation. You can pick an investigator with a very strong arcane background if you want to. What are you thinking, Alicia?
Well, I'm down for either ex-mercenary or mercenary, and I'm choosing more ex-mercenary. Like, they couldn't handle like how tough it was, so they quit, and then they heard about portals from their friends, and they were curious. I'm still a little indecisive.
Okay. Is there a particular class you want to play?
I'm not too picky.
Well, unfortunately, you gotta be picky because you gotta pick.
I know.
This is the time to be picky.
This is the one thing you can't be like, I can play whatever. Other people have already made choices. It's about what you want to play.
They just retrain classes every session.
Yes. Oh, just kidding.
Because currently we have a ranger and a swashbuckler, which is a very, very strong martial combat, and we have good range and good close combat at the moment.
Do you know what Suzanne's going to play?
Nope.
Okay.
Suzanne's pretty flexible, but I honestly don't know what Suzanne would pick. Honestly. To be fair, when she went to bed, she wasn't even sure we were going to be playing Pathfinder, so.
That's fair.
I'll choose fighter. I was thinking between like monk or fighter, but I don't know how that fit in, but
Either can work. Fighter's really good if you like a very solid class for dealing damage, having some options with your strikes, all that kind of stuff. Monk's a lot of fun as a very, like, you can go key monk and have a lot of interesting magic-like abilities, or you can go particular style. Both are good. Both can be, you know, characters with a lot of choices in combat for their strikes and such. More like a utility kind of fighting style than anything. It's your fantasy. Just, do you want to hit with fist or hit with weapon?
why not both?
I mean, you can do both. That's why there's the monastic weaponry tradition or feat.
I'll do both because hitting with fists would be awesome, and weapons are awesome too, and both of them combined are amazing.
Worst part is that doesn't decide it either, because technically the fighter can do both as well.
Well,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, you go. I interrupted.
No, go ahead. Tell me.
Oh, I was gonna make a decision. I'll just pick fighter.
Okay. All right. We got a fighter, we got a swashbuckler, and we got a ranger.
Alright, I'll snatch the monk then.
Full martial party. Let's go.
Yeah. Elementalist who?
I'm gonna be playing my criminal Tengu monk.
Oh, you're gonna use that one.
Yep.
So why are they interested in this portal then?
It's less interested about the portal and more interested at getting away from some heat, and a job away for a while seems like a good idea.
Okay. Sounds fair. Sounds good. All right, let's talk ancestries. And we got any ancestries they're interested in. We got Tengu, so got one.
I think I'm gonna go some sort of human.
Okay.
I know. Whenever I do a middle-aged character, I always lean toward human.
I mean, I do like human characters myself, so I can't, can't
I
begrudge that
hate
at all.
human characters. I hate playing
Even
humans.
better than going outside your comfort zone is a great way to develop your roleplay skill.
Yeah, but whenever I go middle-aged characters, my need for normalcy just kicks in. So I'm like, yeah, human. Humans have some real good feats, though.
They really do. What about your heritage? Just like skilled human, or do you want to go like ASMR, Suli?
I think I'm gonna go some type of different race heritage. Might go half human, even.
Okay. How about you, Slug?
I'm thinking between elf and dwarf.
Okay. Straight elf and dwarf, or are you gonna pick some fun heritage along, or heritage with it as well?
Most likely straight.
Okay. What about you, Alicia?
Oh, one moment. I'm still deciding. I'm looking through all the options.
Perfect. That's exactly what you should be doing.
Let's go with half elf. Why not? I can't speak.
Half elf, okay. So, I have, at least by my rule, it's not technically just by my rules, but half elf and half orc specifically, because there's rules for those, can be taken with any common ancestry. So, for instance, you could be a half elf halfling or a half elf gnome.
So they're more of a versatile now.
They're more like a versatile.
Oh, okay.
For the common ancestries. Or you could just go standard human half elf, which is fine.
I'll go basic. Why not?
Okay, so we got half elf human, Tengu, elf or dwarf, small or tall, and we have a human of some variety. No, you cannot be a half elf elf.
Aw, man.
Sadly. I mean, I guess a half elf is still like, what's the other half? Because that will just answer the question.
What if it's just a different kind of elf?
You're just a more. It's either you're a more elfin human or a more human elf.
What if it's like half high elf, half wood elf?
Then you're just an elf.
Nah.
Dude, can you do like you have two half elf parents, so you're like half elf and then quarter two other races?
No.
Aw.
Are half elf and half orc the only ones?
Currently, I do think they will be adding more, but those are the only ones that have, heritages at the moment.
I think I might just go regular human.
Okay, that's up to you. There's always a lot of fun heritages.
I mean, yeah, there are a lot of them that are really cool and I think would be awesome for this campaign, but then I'm like, but I'm just playing a normal middle-aged dude.
Well, yeah, but a normal middle-aged dude can still have a different heritage. This is normal in this world, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, because I was looking at either Sully or Undine, but
It just depends on how deep you dive into that extra heritage.
yeah.
And who knows? This might be the flashpoint for your character, where you've gone this whole time, and your Undine heritage has been nothing more
You've convinced me
than
with just that.
okay. All right, cool,
I'm on board. You got me.
cool. All right,
Believe
a
it or
man of
not,
the
it was
sea,
very
literally.
easy to convince me to do a cool thing.
Who knew? All right, so we got a bunch of mercenaries. You're all hopping on the ship because of, mostly just interest, it seems. Like, that portal sounds like a thing, and hell, it sounds more exciting than what I'm currently doing. Or, yeah, my idol's on the ship. Or, man, portals sound cool. Or, oh god, they're gonna find me. They're gonna find me. So, got a lot of reasons to be out on the ship. I guess if you have the idea, and I never enforce mandatory roles on my party, but if your characters are filling any roles, now's a good time to mention it for other people's build's sake.
Snipe.
So
Generally.
DPS.
And yeah, and like information boy, I think.
Okay, so we got a recall knowledge / DPS character. All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to go for, I think.
Mine kind of helps with like the more roguish aspect of stuff. So like thievery, stealth, subterfuge, stuff like that.
Oh, and you know what? Because we're using the free archetype rule anyway, how about I start everyone off at level 2 as well, so you can take your free archetype as well.
Sounds fantastic to me.
Yo!
It also makes my build a little better because then I also go into I also start with the ancestry weaponry feat, which is really nice.
Yeah, I think going level 2, at least when you're using a campaign with free archetype, makes a lot of sense. So. And everyone here now has played at least a near significant amount, so I don't think you have to go through the tutorial level 1 again.
So I do have a question. If your race gives you an ability flaw and a free ability boost, can you use that boost to cancel out the flaw?
Yes.
Okay. Then I think I'm gonna go with Elf.
Okay.
Not a bad one.
What kind of elf?
Was thinking Arctic.
That's interesting.
I don't know how fitting that would be. I just like the environmental cold effects in the ocean. Treating environmental cold effects as one step less extreme.
You also get cold resistance equal up to half your level.
Yeah.
So. And they have access to a unique feat called Wandering Heart. That just makes it so that they can be in different kinds of environments more easily.
It's a pretty good one, honestly.
Strangely, in Pathfinder, there's no like sea elf variant yet.
Oh, the Zarketi, I guess, loosely.
No, because they're human.
Are they?
Yeah, they were human anyway.
Mayhaps.
And I mean, that's all up to you, you know. Picking Arctic Elf, even if you just want a character who's got like that aesthetic of maybe they have ice blue eyes and, you know, like platinum blonde hair. Like, I'm all for picking heritages just for aesthetic like justifications. Or maybe you're also an ending similar to your hero, and that's why you felt the extra connection.
Sorry, I couldn't really understand that last part.
Or maybe you're also like an Undine versatile heritage character, like your hero. And maybe that's why your families were connected. Who knows? Did you get that, or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I said ooh, but I don't know if it picked up.
It did not.
Ah,
You said you're an ice elf?
Arctic, yeah.
I could do stuff that gives me some ice stuff if you want.
You don't have to.
Is an Undine feat is Rhyme Soul, which is gives me resistance to ice to half my level, the cold.
Yeah, means you're descendant from elementals of frozen waters. Rime is like that ocean slush of ice and seawater.
Yeah,
The Genikin are honestly just really cool.
They are really cool. In
they
general.
are.
Also, the air one that's based on smoke is aesthetic as fuck.
Yeah. The art for a
Yeah.
lot of the air ones is so good. I actually showed Booter one last time. It was like
'cause
an
I
option for your
did
character.
one.
Yeah, your character is technically a
I did it. Yeah,
sylph.
the
Yeah.
Sylph boy.
I always forget because you went way harder into fetchling.
I did, but I still describe stuff as like clouds of shadow.
That's true. And so something
my
about this
God.
campaign as well, for those who are watching, and as well for the players, this campaign is segmented with accomplishable goals that can end the narrative. So the first one will probably be like between 10 and 20 sessions. And once that goal is done, we can decide if we want to continue the game or not, if we're feeling that player chemistry, or we can just pick a different game after that. and it's designed in a way where you guys get accomplishable cathartic goals, so that after every chapter you can decide to end if you want to or not.
I have a question.
I may have an answer.
Water effects. Is that like... What is that?
Any
Is that like being attacked
feat
by water or like...
ability that has the water trait?
Okay, so it wouldn't be like crazy waves and you're on a boat.
Well, in reference to what, per se?
Tide hardened feat. The gain +1 circumstance bonus against to saves against cold and water effects.
I would say a wave would be a water effect, yeah.
Oh, that's good. But Brian Soul is so good too. Not that I'm gonna be in melee most of the time if I can help it, but it's awesome.
You can also look at further feats to see if they'll solidify a decision or not, because some of them require those souls.
No, none of the ones here require it. I feel like Tide Harden fits my boy better, but also Brian Soul is dope.
Whatever you think will give you the most enjoyment. Oh, stupid follower bot.
Why are there two unending feats that give you dark vision if you have low light vision?
In case you chose a base that doesn't have low light vision, so you don't gain dark vision from it.
Sorry, you're talking about elemental eyes and aquatic eyes.
There's aquatic eyes and elemental eyes, yeah. Because you can take aquatic eyes twice to get dark vision,
yeah.
or
So
take it once you already have low light vision.
Is
it just like thematic?
all of them get elemental eyes, so I kind of just picked it up as a part of that. This one you have to take if you don't have any. So, like, for instance, elemental eyes, you can only take it if you have low light.
Yeah.
Aquatic
But,
eyes.
like, what's the point? What's the point of it saying that you can just take it again for dark vision if it already has elemental eyes?
I mean, I guess just efficiency if you want. It doesn't really matter.
Black.
Do either of them require you can only take out level 1?
They're both
No.
level 1.
No. There's usually sometimes with the dark vision thing, there's like you can't have dark vision if you don't pick it up at 1 because you can't untrain it or train
Nope.
into it. Okay.
They're both exactly the same.
No, yes, elemental eyes can only be selected at first level.
Oh,
So that's why.
that answers my question then.
Gotta read all of it, man. Oh, I actually, I don't even know if I should say it, but for those who are watching now, I do apologize that no video came out this last Saturday. Last week was a bit of a rough week, and what I did actually record, I didn't like because I was staring at the script the whole time. So I ended up scrapping the video and I have to reshoot it, and I just haven't had the opportunity to do so yet. So there will be 2 videos coming out this week. I think probably one on Thursday morning and then another on Saturday morning. Because I do want to make up for that. So you'll be getting a double dose of Sorcerer and Barbarian this week on the channel, so keep an eye out for that.
We don't have access to any books.
Oh no.
I could have swore I added the compendium. Alright, let me look at it.
Should I just give myself a speed of 35 feet? On top of my panache speed?
Do it, coward.
Okay.
How would you do that?
Elves have a
question.
starting feat of 30, and then there's a first level ancestry feat called Nimble Elf that just gives you a 5-foot increase to speed like Fleet does.
Does it say status?
No, your speed increases by 5 feet.
You just can't stack it with, there's certain feats that can't stack with it. Like, I think it's the Tiefling one, like Nimble Hooves or something like that.
That sounds fair.
Oh, yeah. Your muscles are tightly honed, your speed is increased by 5. Yeah, the wood stack. Anyway, I added the compendium, so it should be there. If you're not seeing it, reload the page.
I could also choose otherworldly magic and give myself a cantrip from the arcane spell list.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Devin did call me a coward.
You are one.
How are you doing on your end, Alicia?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Alicia has already made 5 characters.
Oh yeah, you know me.
Practically unstoppable, this one.
Hell yeah.
I see you've added nothing to your character sheet yet.
Wow, just gonna call her out like that. Jesus.
It's okay, it's okay.
I need to make
Destroyed her.
sure that you guys are doing your characters. Or if you
I'm
need
sorry.
help, that I'm here for it. Well, I mean, we have a week, because we will have a session next week on the 21st. And one on the 28th, yeah, so. If you need help, I'm here. If you want to take time to think your build over and work on it, you can always let me know. I'll be more than happy to help.
Probably need help with some things just to make sure I don't mess it up, but yeah.
Well, just do, start with the ABCs. Ancestry, background, class. Like, alright, so you're a half-elf human. You get 2 boosts to any of your attributes that you want.
Like strength, dex, con.
Yes.
That's probably a good question to ask yourself. Are you going to be a strength or dexterity-based fighter? That might help you with one of the increases.
Yeah. I'll do strength, why not?
And so whenever you add a boost, you add 2 to the stat. So
Okay, yeah. I'm just trying to find underneath the archives and Nethys. I can't speak. Sorry.
yeah, you just click Ancestries in the top. It's like the third option underneath Home.
Don't bail on you. Said sorry again.
Don't do that. No. I might actually get murdered.
The song weirdly bops.
What do you mean
It does.
weirdly? It just is.
It weirdly bops.
I think I might be blind. I think I need help.
All right, left-hand side of Archive and Nethys.
Yes.
Look at Home. Go
Yeah.
3 down. Click Ancestries.
Well, I'm at like the half elf page exactly. Am I in the wrong spot to do this, or?
Yes, go to Human Details. And then scroll all the way to the bottom. There, I'll tell you your hit points, starting speed, your ability boosts, and your languages.
Oh yeah, I gotta add my resistances.
Did you find it?
You said it was under human, right? I'm trying to not be stupid. I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing this right.
It's under Human Details.
Oh, duh. My bad.
It's good. And you scroll to the bottom of the Human Details page.
Thank you. I'm not gonna apologize, but
Okay.
my bad
no
for
problem.
being.
Oh, you're good. There you go. Do you remember where you add your ancestry HP?
What? Ancestry HP?
Yes, where it says hit points there under the human mechanics. Alright, let's just start from ground one as if you were new. Let's add
My
your hit
bad.
points. Click the cogwheel next to max underneath your hit points. Put what you have for your ancestry in the ancestry section there.
Alright, I did.
Did you? Okay, there it is.
Yes.
Close that cogwheel. We're good for now. Let's add your speed. Underneath class DC in the left-hand column, there should be a speed section there that has, for some reason, 30 feet in grayed out letters, which is very confusing for people who do actually have 30 feet. Put 25 there. Alright. You get 2 free boosts to your ability scores. It can be any 2 different boosts. You said strength earlier, so you probably should make your strength at least a 12. And now you can pick one more. Okay. We can worry about language is a little lighter since we can still possibly add some intelligence. Let's go over to the half-human heritages on Archive and Ethos. It's at the top, right next to the Ancestries tab. And we look at half-elf, and we look at what they give you. Oh, weird. Why did they do it that way? Oh, wait. Is it under, actually, the... No, yeah, it's human heritages. Why did they do it that way? Alright. That's strange. When you click that, you're going to go to... Click here for more details. And we look at what half-elf gives you. Half-elves get low light vision. So on your character sheet, on the right-hand side, underneath perception, there's a box called senses. You're going to hit that plus marker there and add low light. Wrong one. Close that cogwheel. There you go. Oh, no. I'm sorry. You opened your perception one. You had the right one. Reopen that cogwheel for the census. And just finish typing that one out.
Thank you for being patient with me. I feel bad for everyone else in the audience for this.
Nope, you're completely fine.
It's not bothering me at all. You're 100% okay.
Okay, phew.
All right, let's pick a half-elf feat. At the top there on the half-elf page, you can go to the right and click half-elf feats. And you can pick a level 1 feat, and as you can see here, there's a lot of them.
Yes, there is.
So you can read through some of these, pick what you think might fit better. Do you want to add magic to your character? Or maybe you just want to give yourself an extra feat?
Magic sounds pretty cool. Why not?
Okay. You can do this in a variety of ways. You can have arcane tattoos from your human heritage that give you access to a cantrip etched onto your skin. Or maybe you have otherworldly magic and your elven heritage gives you access to some kind of arcane cantrip.
Let's do the latter.
Okay. So on the compendium, well, we're going to go and grab the, excuse me, otherworldly magic. Otherworldly is one word.
Weird.
What's weird?
That's one word.
Should show up in the compendium and you should be able to drag and drop it onto your character sheet.
Okay, phew, it's there.
And this will go under your Ancestry Feats and Abilities tab.
Oh, don't worry. I do know. I'm just having technical difficulties right now.
No worries.
Can I drag this one over there? I'm trying to drag it, but it's not working as
Are you
planned.
clicking
Or I'm
the
just-
actual word? And are you doing it under the feats section or ancestry section? Because I only work under the feats section.
Okay, because it's under ancestries.
Yes. There's a feats part too if you type in otherworldly or even just other, and you should be able to drag and drop that one.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, I'd like to point out that if people are choosing their skills, you might want to pick up at least trained in athletics so you don't drown.
Oh, that's nice.
I have a swim speed.
That
You're
might
fine.
work.
I'm also trained in athletics.
Then you're double fine.
All right, I'm just gonna drag that onto your sheet for
So
you.
fine.
Thank you. I was trying to find it. Because only the ancestries one was popping up and not the feet one itself.
Do you try typing the just the word other? and
Oh, whenever I
scrolling
do
down?
that, it's blank. I have to type it all the way.
Did you capitalize the O?
No.
That will be your problem.
Dang. Thank you.
Not a problem.
You get,
Oh, yeah, you dragged it on there. Oh, sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. You get an ability boost. That's your class's key ability, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, now that we picked a feat for you, Alicia, let's go to the backgrounds. So in Archive Nethys on the left-hand side, click the Backgrounds tab.
Oh, don't worry, I did. I'm just looking through the options.
Yep. And you can either pick a general background or, as appropriate for this region, you can hit regional backgrounds and pick one for Absalom.
Oh, okay.
When you find one that strikes your fancy, let me know.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for helping me. I appreciate it. And thank you for
Of
your
course.
patience.
That's no problem at all. How's everyone else doing? Anyone stuck?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. No worries.
Well, let's talk to the audience here. For those who are interested, or those who are currently, actively paying attention, what are some character builds you go for this one? You can share our builds together. Avery. You could do Avery in the system pretty easy. Just make an investigator.
But how would you get the doily stealth?
Easily. By investing nothing in stealth. Well, it would be very easy for you to play a character just like that in Pathfinder. Yeah, setting up campaigns can be a very difficult time sometimes. I hope it plays out for you, Dead Phoenix, because it's just rough. It's rough to find a consistent group. And also, thank you, Neurolancer, for following. You can see us here. I stream typically about 3 times a week, give or take. Sometimes 4. We're here every Thursday. Or we're here, every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, at least. Sometimes we have a Monday game. And you can also check me out over on YouTube, The Battle Gamer, as I post fun videos to YouTube about various classes, and a new series will be starting soon. So check us out there. There's a lot of fun characters you can do, especially now that they've added the gunslinger. Doing a pirate became so easy. This is for a Pathfinder 2 campaign. Yes. In fact, at least, excuse me. On Twitch, I probably should actually change the title. Can I change it on YouTube too? But thanks for bringing that up, because I actually wasn't even thinking about that. Okay, that's been updated on Twitch.
I'm trying to pick my 2 swords that I get from my ancestry. I guess I could always just steal the Wishblade, right? I'm just kidding.
Okay. And there it is, updated on YouTube.
Devin, are you gonna go more of like a Monday game kind of build, or are you gonna be something else?
What do you mean a Monday day game kind of build?
Athletics and just do everything involved with athletics that you can in combat.
Like Suzanne's game.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It's not. I wouldn't even say Galen's really a Mimi build.
I love Galen's build. It's so good.
It is.
It is.
A lot of fun. I haven't found
It's so
anything with
good, I'm
quite that
considering
formula
multi-class
yet,
bard.
which is a little rough. I need to figure out a way that something else that also just combos really well into a turn.
It's fair. Because I'm deciding on my style right now. I don't know if I want to go fencer or gymnast.
Both
That's
are pretty
fair.
good. And for you, Neurolancer, currently the party is made up of a Tengu monk, a human Undine ranger, a... Did you just go straight elf, Arctic elf? Or did you go Undine elf?
Arctic elf.
Arctic elf, swashbuckler, and a half elf fighter currently. And then we're also using free archetype. Has anyone picked their free archetypes yet?
Nope.
Not yet.
Still working on class.
I need to choose my weapons and then I'll decide from there.
Hey Cam, are there
What's up?
any regional languages or other types of languages I would have access to that I should know about?
Yes, if you're from Absalom, you might know Azraketi.
The hook swords are pretty
What?
sick.
What's Azraketi?
The Atlantean language.
Sounds dope. I think I'm gonna know that
How do
language.
you spell that? Where is it? I see it on the list of languages.
It is. Well, remember that special method Devin taught you the other day to find all the languages.
I clicked the link. Yeah,
Link should
I'm on
still
the
be in the
link that
chat.
Devin sent.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Azraketi, it's Aslanti.
Wow.
Okay.
And we don't currently have a caster, no. But with free archetype, that's very easy to amend. And we also have another player who's not currently present who will be making her character after the fact. So she might go with the caster. Who knows?
I think I'm gonna go with. Okay, what was it? Where'd it go? Fencer for my stat.
Fencer's a fun one.
Oh, I finally chose a background.
Oh, what background did you pick?
I picked Nomad. I picked between three, but I think Nomad seems more fitting.
Okay. So that means you get a boost in either your con or wisdom. and then
Okay,
one
sweet.
additional boost. That can be anyone that you did not just pick.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so you got wisdom, and then you get one other one that cannot also be wisdom. So
Okay, it could be anything else but wisdom, correct? Or
correct. Yeah, no stacking.
Okay, perfect. Just making sure.
Okay. You also, as a nomad, become trained in survival. And you also become trained in a lore, depending on somewhere you've been in the past. One kind of terrain. So, where has your character been before? You can pick something like high sea lore as well.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Okay. So hit that plus marker underneath lore, and you can just type in high sea or high sea lore. Make sure you make the rank for it trained, and also change the modifier from intelligence to a different stat and then back to intelligence, because for some reason it breaks.
Oh, that's weird.
It is very weird. Cool. All right. And then we're going to hop over to your feat page, because you're going to get assurance for survival.
Nice.
So go to your feats page.
Oh, yeah.
Here's where I go off the rails and choose Ooze Morph.
No, you were doing so good.
Nope. You thought you would get away with it. I'm gonna choose Archer.
Archer.
Yeah.
To look at that one.
Hey, Camp, should I make it so that I always roll my precise strike damage? Even if I'm not doing a finisher?
You can add it to the additional damage, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just asking if I should do that.
Oh. Yeah, if you want to. Might as well. And I spelled out assurance there in the Roll20 on the chat tab, so you know how it's spelled.
Oh, perfect. I haven't spelled out. It's just
Okay.
something's weird. Something weird's happening, but I'll fix it.
What's the weird thing that's happening?
When I tried to drag it, my character sheet would disappear, and then I exited out of the character sheet and tried to bring it back in, and then it was white.
That's weird. You might just have to reload your page.
Yeah, most likely. Okay, phew. Everything's good. Thank you.
No problem. And we've also homebrewed as well. Rather than skipping out on your at the top there under skill, just change that skill to survival. And in parentheses next to it, the name assurance, put survival. It'll make it easier.
Perfect. Thank you.
Of course. We just do as if you had rolled a 10. Technically, assurance as written, you just add 10 plus your proficiency bonus. You don't add your ability score to it. It's never really a difference, typically much more than 4, but I still think it's kind of dumb that you don't do it that way, so. Alright, now that you're done with that, let's do your class stuff, shall we?
Yes.
Before we get started on that, I'm going to use the restroom real quick, so feel free to talk amongst yourself. Entertain the crowd, but you don't have to.
Hey Slug, you want to be my sniping duo?
Honestly, yeah. You know I would.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I want to do
Oops.
sniping duo or archer though.
Sniping duo just deepens the bond between our characters. Gives us character bond.
Yeah, but I don't care about you.
What?
Ouch.
Not your character, just like you as a person.
Oh, okay. That one I knew.
Oh.
Oh, Buddha and I have been friends for like 9 years. So like, we will just be mean to each other.
Oh, it's okay. My best friend and I roast each other all the
Right.
time.
Friends is a generous term.
What's everyone's favorite kind of pizza? This is for everybody.
Banana peppers and olives. It's good pizza.
What?
What? You ever tried it?
Why?
I haven't
Actually-
heard of that.
No, because it's whack.
I got introduced to it by a friend believing that very same thing. Then I tried it. And now it's my favorite.
It's probably whack.
I don't care if it's whack, I just know I enjoy it.
Sounds like the defense of a quitter. I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
True.
Oh man, I'm pretty basic. I like pepperoni, though.
Yeah.
I have been liking chicken bacon ranch quite a bit.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, just a bit of meat.
I also created a concoction called the Caesar salad pizza.
Sounds whack.
It's a little weird.
Says you.
Takes one to know one.
No, it doesn't, because I know you're whack and I'm not.
Yes, you were. How do you prefer to eat your leftover pizza? Do you microwave it, oven it, or just eat it cold?
I microwave it.
I microwave it too. I'm not picky.
Cold or
I'm
microwave.
not a.
Depends if I
not
want
a
to add
nerd.
anything on it or not.
I just tend to eat it cold.
If I'm going
Like a
for... Oh, it also
psychopath.
depends on the kind of pizza you order, because some pizzas do not microwave well.
Oh yeah, and some taste awful cold, but good microwaved. It's very weird.
I don't think I've ever had one that's awful cold.
I don't eat cold pizza because I'm not a psychopath.
I mean, I would say Pizza Hut, but Pizza Hut's just crap in general.
I
Yeah.
will fight you.
You can enjoy your greased up cardboard.
I will.
That's fine, mate.
What did you say? Booter?
What?
What did you say?
When?
Something about it's fine, mate. I don't know who he was referring to at the time.
Yeah, pizza. That's fine.
Oh.
Mm,
Well,
This
you
is
said
why I
Pizza
keep
Hut sucks, and I said Pizza Hut's fine.
when a pizza chain is mostly known for their breadsticks. Yikes.
They are
Oof.
the only one to have a USSR leader in their commercials.
What?
Also, yikes.
Gorbachev in the 80s appeared in a Pizza Hut commercial.
Oh.
Bruh. That's the kind of advertising you need.
I know.
Little Caesars is like
Um,
down low tier pizza.
It's not low tier. Good for the price, but not the best.
It's not the best pizza, but yeah, the price is what you really go for. You're gonna get a lot more pizza for
Yeah, but
honestly
it's
better quality than some. I miss Little Abby's.
Toppers is where it's at.
Is that a local one as
Yeah.
well?
How local is it?
They have like, I think it's like 6 or 7, or maybe it's 3. I'm not sure. It's one of those.
I thought there was a bit more than that at least.
I can't stand Papa Murphy's Take and Bake, but that's mostly because my experience is my parents buying a pizza that they liked that I hated over and over again.
Nice.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I like Papa Murphy's. It's because they get what I like though, so. Well, I'm not too picky as long as there's nothing gross on there like peas or something.
I'll have to try it again sometime and, get something that I would actually enjoy.
The cowboy pizza? Delicious.
What's on the cowboy pizza?
I think sausage, pepperoni, olives, mushrooms.
Shots fired by Gray in the chat.
Oof.
What did Gray say?
Papa Yawns.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe I have low standards for pizza. I don't know. I just like pizza. It's just good.
True.
But I have a weird thing against what's Pizza Hut. I'm so sorry. I try to eat their pizza and I just don't like it. But you
Yeah,
can
you
like
hate
it.
You hate me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's your fault for being so hateable though.
Oh.
What character of your character are you on, Alicia?
Oh, what part?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm currently trying to put stuff for the class.
Uh-huh. Fighter's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I think I'm going sniper duo.
Hell
Yes.
just because of the triangulate. Seems real good.
Gray, I'm so sorry. Papa John's garlic sauce, worst thing I've ever had.
Wait, is Gray supporting Papa John's?
Just the garlic
Uh,
sauce.
Yeah, only thing Papa John's is good for is the free garlic sauce.
I don't
What?
think I've ever had it.
It's pretty good. From what I can remember.
I need to find a good local pizza place. I've been pretty much ordering from Domino's or Little Caesars. Little Caesars because, I mean, pretty solid pizza for the price. And then Domino's is if I want to do something weird with a pizza.
That makes sense.
I think that one is a good choice.
Oh my god, I could go the assassin dedication.
Yes.
Do it. I almost chose hired killer because I was in the military. Technically what I am.
What chaos have y'all wrought? I see lots of comments on pizza.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much the chaos. That was Alicia's fault too.
There's a lot of it. Listen, it's just that you're not going to be sponsored by many pizza places anytime soon.
No, not my Papa John's sponsorship.
Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, we trashed them all.
I think Domino's is the only one that we didn't trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Domino's is good, fun. Just adequate pizza.
I think more often than not, if you want really good pizza, you have to find like a really good, just local place near you. If you can do
Honestly.
it.
Yeah, I agree.
But even that's rare sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm a Little Caesars fan. I love Little Caesars pizza.
I love that there's, for the dueling parry swashbuckler feat, there's the requirement is for wielding only a single one-handed melee weapon and have your hand or other hands free. Just love that, or hands.
All right, Lisa, let's finish your character.
Oh, okay.
So the fighter, you get a boost to either your strength or your dex.
Oh, okay. Is that? I'm assuming that's by 1, right?
By +2.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Cool. And now, separate from that, you get 4 additional ability boosts. You can put 1 more into strength if you want to.
I'm gonna balance it out. Oh, I put it into the one more area. My bad.
Yeah, no, each of their bases should be being increased by 2.
Oh, I thought it did. Because I put 1 to strength and then 1 to dex.
I saw that. Well, you put 1 to strength for your class, and then of your 4 boosts, you put 1 to dex so far.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
No worries. Okay, you have 2 more.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as a fighter, you gain 10 HP per level. So under the HP max tab there, put that. Change your class to 10. All good.
Oh, yeah.
You become trained in your class DC. So on the left-hand side, underneath your ability scores, change that to trained. And it's already set to strength, so you're all good. All right. You start out as an expert in perception. So on the right-hand side under perception, hit that cogwheel. Oh, you already did it, so we're all good.
Yeah, I did some of them, but not all.
Okay. As a fighter, let's see here. It looks like you added your athletics,
Yes.
and you get 3 plus your intelligence modifier more.
Oh, okay.
So that should be 5 more.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sorry, that sounded really weird for a second. So you're saying 5 different skills, right?
Yes, 5 more trained proficiencies.
Okay, just making sure. Thank you.
All right. You got those 2. Great, great, great. You're also trained in all types of armor for your AC.
I'm assuming they'll be under armor class, right?
Yep. See at the bottom there where it says unarmored, light, and medium heavy?
Oh, yes. Wow, I'm blind.
And then just above that line there, above check penalty, there's rank. Change that to trained as well. Wonderful. All right. Time to pick some feats. So on the feat tabs there, you're going to get shield block as an extra feat, being a fighter.
Sweet.
Are bows agile weapons?
No.
Though, if you're
What?
are you thinking of your doing the flurry ranger?
Yeah.
It's still really good, even if you just don't use an agile weapon.
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
Still gonna do it.
It goes under your class feat, not your skill feat.
Oh, oops. My bad. I don't know. Think.
All right. And then we're going to go to your fighter feat page. And you're going to pick a level 1 feat. And you might as well pick a level 2 feat because you're starting off at level 2.
Oh, okay.
So fighter feats are mostly just based on the type of weapons you use. Are you thinking one-handed weapon, sword and shield, dual weapon, ranged weapon?
Dual weapon sounds awesome. If you hear anything weird in the background, my bad. My dog's chewing on a bone.
Oh, no worries. Can't hear it.
Okay, that's good.
Nope, if you're going dual weapon, double slice is a really good feat.
Sweet.
And then for level 2, dueling parry is good. And lets you increase your AC when you have 2 weapons in each hand. Lunge is also good.
Ooh, they're both good.
Rebounding toss is really good if you decide to go like a sword and a dagger, for instance.
Ooh. Oh, I still chose lunge though, but that one's
that's
also
fair.
pretty cool too.
All right. And at level 2, you get a skill feat. Oh yeah, make sure at the top of your character sheet as well you change your level to 2 up there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, why do they give me the option for animal companion? It's so hard to refuse.
I know what you mean.
Well, good thing you're a human and you can take 2 first level feats if you really want to. Though that would mean you don't get an Undine feat, so hard choice. But hey, at level 3 you can get Ancestral Paragon and then pick up another first level feat. So you're a double weapon fighter. What kind of like extra actions? You can always pick up like some good intimidation feats, like intimidating glare, so that you can demoralize targets. Let's see here. What other skills are you trained in? Oh, acrobatics. Catfall is never a bad feat to pick up.
True.
You can go multilingual and have 2 extra languages on top of the 3 that you know.
Oh, nice. I'll go with Catfall for now, because who knows, we might be falling off the ship, or whatever.
That's true. Heading the water still can hurt.
And depending on how high you are up, I believe.
Yep. Alright, all I need now to do is just pick an archetype dedication.
Sweet. One moment.
So what archetypes did y'all pick?
Still
Sniper
working on
duo.
Decided between dual weapon warrior and acrobat. There wasn't
Sniping
any
duo will be
magical
fun.
based ones that didn't particularly interest me.
That's fair.
That's not true. One of them did, but I need access to primal magic, which I do not have. I don't know. What do y'all think? If I go the dual weapon warrior, it will allow me to do a bit more interesting creative stuff in battle. But the acrobat does help me kind of like It lessens the weight on my skills needing acrobatics. It gives me a couple little cool things as well.
What was the benefit to the first one again?
They give just more dynamic things in combat.
I feel like you're gonna want that one.
Oh.
Given Galen.
Yeah, I agree. I think the dual weapon one would be awesome.
Coincidentally, does give me the double slice feat.
What's that?
Let's see. You lash out at your foe with both weapons. Make 2 strikes, one with each of your 2 melee weapons, each using your current multiple attack penalty. Both strikes must have the same target. If the second strike is made with a weapon that doesn't have the agile trait, it takes a -2 penalty. If both attacks hit, combine their damage and then add any other applicable effects from both weapons. You added any precision damage only once to the attack of your choice, and combine the damage from both strikes and apply it to resistances and weaknesses only once. This counts as 2 attacks when calculating your multiple attack penalty.
That's always good.
Alright, group has spoken.
What happened? My internet glitched out for just like a moment.
Oh, I was just asking people's opinions on the dual weapon warrior and the acrobat. I think you were
Oh.
there for that one though, so.
Yeah, but then after that, you turned into a robot and went, and then silence.
Your internet's having a time today, ain't it?
Yeah, it's not having fun. It's okay.
No, he was just more like, okay, yeah, sure, this would be good. That's pretty much what it boiled down to.
Oh, okay. Because I heard after, like, the first thing I hear is the group finally made a decision. I'm like, what? What?
I have to actually type this out.
Or you can copy paste it.
It gets a little funky when you try to copy and paste the traits, though.
No,
Yeah, it
it
does.
looks. Oh, the traits. Yeah, I mean, you just have to put commas after everything and space them out. But yeah, we're almost done. I think once everyone finally decides on what archetype they want to pick up, we'll end the stream after that point. Because the rest is just y'all just adding your numbers to your character pages. but should be interesting. We got a fun campaign on the high seas, and we can maybe get a little bit of Absalom action mixed in with it as well.
Ranger feet.
Ranger feet. Is this the new foot lettuce? What's up, Booter?
What?
All I heard is ranger feet from you and nothing.
My internet's having a time as well.
I can tell, yeah, you roboted pretty hard there.
Nice.
Oh, what's our starting gold?
Same as if you're level 1. 13.
Oof.
I think for my archetype, I want to do weapon improviser because I really want to hit somebody with a mug so bad, or a vase just go.
Why not? It's perfect for a fighter. Okay. I'm pretty sure you're going to have to add this one by hand onto your character sheet. This will be under your bonus feat section.
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to see if it will work.
That's fair. No hurt, no harm in trying. Not a lot of stuff that came from the advanced player's guide though, or drag and droppable for some reason.
Does the regular sword cane not come with a weapon sheath?
I think it does. Oh, Carbonathus, you're so slow.
It's on the exquisite one that gets the cane sheath.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Is there a difference between the prices?
Pretty big difference.
Woof.
The exquisite is like 40 gold or something like. Let's see, exquisite is 90 gold pieces.
90 gold.
To 5.
Yeah, that's rough. I guess the normal one is just not durable. Oh, guess you gotta earn that bling, so you can do wield sword and sheath.
Yeah. I could just wield 2 swords for now, though. go. I'll use the Tengu Gale Blade as my other alternative weapon.
How you doing, Slug?
Deciding on my archetype, deciding between acrobat, duelist, and juggler.
Acrobat, duelist, and sorry, what?
Juggler.
Juggler. I think duelist wasn't that great of one, if I remember correctly.
Oh, after archetype. I know there's other things to do, but I'm just trying to make sure if I got like all the majority of it down.
Yeah, no, once you get your archetype in, all you have to do is buy your equipment. Everyone starts with 13 gold.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I was gonna ask that because I had no clue.
Duelist isn't that bad, actually. Quick draw is okay. It's not super useful early game unless you have, you know, a build that switches weapons a lot. But you can make it work. Well, I think for the most part, we are done. Just finishing up some things, adding some equipment. If any of you, the players, have any questions, you're free to ask me at any time. But for that, I think we're going to be done. Thank you for watching if you watched up until this point. We're glad to have you along. We're getting close to 400 subscribers. Another week or so, I think we'll be there. Be pretty awesome. I have heard on good authority that December's a really bad month for views and subscribers and all that. I guess people are just on that Christmas hustle. Very busy time of year. Bussin', as they say. So we might not hit my original anticipated goal of 500 by the end of December. It's okay. You know, no need to rush. We're still making good progress. Hell, this stream alone, we saw some new faces in here. Got the chat was popping off the entire time. I think we've had like over 20 people like watch the stream as we were doing it, which is a lot. So we're making good way. We're making good headway, and you know, before we know it, it'll be an official channel, and we'll be making money on it, and it'll be a good time. So I'm very excited about that. If you're interested in joining our community, go down to the link in the description or below on Twitch, depending on your platform. You can join us at our Discord, where we talk about tabletop stuff, from everything from Pathfinder to Warhammer. I also, as I mentioned earlier, always recruit from the Discord first whenever I have a game that's open. So if you want the chance to possibly play with us in the future, go ahead and join us there. And be on the lookout for our YouTube channel, because I post various Pathfinder content there as well. So with that, we're going to go ahead and end the stream. I want to thank my players so much for being here, and not role-playing with me per se, but, you know, getting these characters made. Can't wait for this game to get started. Be ready next week. We will be doing this campaign. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Right now, it's currently titled Riptide, with Rip just R-I-P Tide. So I might stick with that. I might give it a different name. Who knows? There'll be a thumbnail for it, so when that thumbnail gets done, I'll also put it onto this stream here so that it will be recognizable in the YouTube channel. And also, for those who may be curious, we also stream on Facebook, though like almost no one watches us on Facebook, but we do actually stream there. So, you know, yeah. So with that, let's go ahead and say goodnight.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Poor Booter, just disintegrating into the digital verse. It's okay. We'll get him back by next week. Anyway, good night, everyone.
That's what you think.